Hello all. Yeah, I wanted to take you through building web applications in Python via Django framework, and I'll be using Atom for my coding. You can also use Visual Studio Code or any other IDE, and I'll be taking you through a step-by-step process. I already have this article on Medium. You can just follow up. So I'll also be using this so that you can also try to see from your end and also try to incorporate the same thing that I'm doing. Yeah, so there's two links that I just shared up there. The first one is about the framework of Django and how it works, and a brief. You can just go on there and understand the basic concepts and how it works. And also the way you can download Atom IDE. So we can start step by step. Let me just pause the first. Yeah, so first thing you have to install Django. So you will install Django, and then you will also install folium. After installing folium and it's successful, you come and type here admin start project geo. This will create for us a file. There was an error there, but I did not. You have to write it well, so you have to do like this: Django hyphen admin start project geo, and then it creates a geo folder. If you go to your folders, you'll see that local disk C. For my current directory, it's local disk C. You can see there's this folder called geo. Inside the folder there's other files that will be there, and then you navigate into that directory. You can also type the directory dir to see the directories within your machine, and for our case we have that geo folder here, this one here. And after that, the next thing would be to we run this command. So python manage py startup geoapp. So if I go back to my IDE, you'll see there will be files here that will be created, and migrations files. So there'll be like other files. This one we'll just add them as we go along the way. According to my tutorial, if you follow my tutorial well, you just come here. The next step would be we've reached here, so you type this command. So this command will enable you to, it will create some it will create a okay, so let me just edit here. So it will add another geoapp folder, and then some migrations folder, and I have illustrated how what's the importance of the migration that I've said. Basically in Django, migrations is just a way to manage your database scheme over time. So it like sort of helps you to evolve around your database structure as you make changes along the way. So the next thing is we create a new file, urls.py inside the geoapp. So in our code editor here, uh, here in the geoapp, so we go to here urls.py, and then we type this code. Yeah, so the next thing is when you go to the previous URL file, so we'll also go here, you also go back here, and then this previous that we had here urls.py, and then we add this it's like just telling you have to include, so we'll just add this line of code include, and then this line of code here too, so that it may recognize our URLs. The next thing is we then create a templates folder inside the geoapp folder called templates, another file within the templates folder called geoapp. So we come here, and then inside the templates folder we create another folder here. So it just you just come here, and then you say new folder, and then you create, after creating that, you create geoapp, and then geoapp will create now home.html. Home.html, you will come now and copy these. There's some code I'll share down there. But first things first, we'll have to go to settings.py file and add some code. So if you go back to the settings.py file here, settings.py file around here, so there's some things we'll add here. Obviously there's some code that will already be provided, but we add this line of code here, import OS, and then you have to also add these lines of code, the media URL, and then the static files and the media root. So after that, according to the tutorial, we save the files obviously if it depends on your machine. Some machines have autosave. And then we create another two folders, static and media. So here it's pretty straightforward. You just follow along the tutorial that I just shared there. So static and media folder. And then there's some files that I'll also share with you. This GeoZip, you can download it there. You can download it from my GitHub, and then you can continue with the tutorials that I'll share there. So the next thing is we go to settings.py and add this line of code. So settings.py file here, settings.py file here. So we also add some line of code up there, here around here. Yeah, so this one you add our app there. And then the next thing is we can specify the templates where will be located. So in the templates also we add some we have templates here. So we also add our code there. Yeah, so the next thing is we then go to view.py and write. So in view.py we go here to view.py here, and then we add this. So I had only written until here around here. So you can add some more code. So I just wanted first of all to see how our application will look. This was the first trial, and then you go down there. This is the HTML I was saying. You will just add this. You go to the Geoapp folder and then create new file or home.html, and then you add this HTML file. Already shared. Everything is pretty manual here. You are pretty automatic because you just copy and paste, and then you run. This is just like we inserting our application and want to see it on a how it will be on a development environment. Let's say you are working on a browser, so it will look like this because this will be the final output here. So this was the first output. I hadn't input much code here. Up here I didn't put much here, so our code usually goes in this views.py file. So basically, and then we come here down, you just follow along this tutorial here. So we had reached here, so you just add this other code. So this I was basically just wanting to visualize the Kenya shapefile. So the problem with folium is that it doesn't work with mostly with shapefile because they usually use JSON. So I had to first of all convert it to JSON so that I can visualize it on the map. So and then we just run some functions there and display it on our map. So basically it was just a simple application. You can also add now more functionalities. So and there's this add control layer. You can just get to toggle on and off the layers. So that's the code. So you just pretty simple, and then you get an application like this. You can toggle on and off. When you come here to the application itself, you can toggle on and off. So you can see all the layers like that. You can do that. You can do that. And also there's something I also have to mention. These points I wanted to use. I did not want to use the poly points because I wanted to use small dots. So there's some code I adjusted. That's why you see some code here in the views.py here. There's this code here. I tried to use a feature group instead of using now the JSON the way we're using it because the points were all over. So I just wanted to convert it to points. So you have that. That's our final output. You can also just choose to clone this repository here. I'll provide the link in the description. You can just clone it and see the structure, the HTML, the CSS, and the JS part, and try to see and also now implement it. If you want to implement your own thing, you just come here, you adjust, you now change what contained inside the views.py file. So depending on what functionalities of the application you want to build. So thank you. I just wanted to make it short because this Bandicam has a timer of 10 minutes. I can't go past 10 minutes, and I just wanted to also input what I've just written here in a video so that more people can get to understand what I was doing here. And if they can have an issue, they just you can also use the video to try and understand. But this is really comprehensive. I've explained what I've done here, and you can follow along. So thank you.